What's going on, guys? And welcome back to the Fourth and Wrong podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Marshall, along with Colin Dallas and Donnie. We are in week 10 of the NFL season. We have just wrapped up week 9, over halfway through the NFL season, rolling into November, getting to the holiday. We almost got Thanksgiving coming up, and then right after that will be Christmas. We are already into November, which is crazy. I saw some posts the other day that was like, man, it seems like week 1 happened a couple weeks, like literally last week. It's crazy how fast the NFL flies by, especially when you do a podcast on it every week. Getting into how our picks went, just so everybody knows, Donnie obviously was not here last week, but we are in a Pick'ems league together, and I just take his picks from that just because it's just as fair. And let me just say, Donnie won the Pick'ems league with my family. So,
but did he win here?
Yeah, I would assume so.
yes, I took last.
I don't know. Maybe it was just a really bad week for the Pick'ems league.
I took last at 8-6, not even that bad, but I took last 8-6. Donnie, I know you were not here, but I had kind of emphasized how close Colin and Dallas's race are for first and second place. Yeah, they picked the exact same picks for every single game.
All right, so second place.
So in second place, both Dallas and Colin at 9-5, and then Donnie in first place, 11-3. Which, if Detroit, who we all picked Detroit and we all picked Dallas, if they would have won their games, which they should have, he would have only gotten one pick wrong, which is fucking great.
What would have been the other pick?
He got Detroit wrong like all of us. He got Dallas wrong like all of us, and then he was the only. No, he went Cincinnati, which also should have won, honestly.
They should have won,
If they had any sort of defense and could just hold a team for 40 seconds, they would have won.
Yeah.
So, man was
torn
honestly
on that game too, the Bears game.
Man was honestly insanely close to going undefeated, which we have never had an undefeated week. Dallas was the closest one. I think he only had one loss.
He had one loss.
Yeah.
He was like 15-1.
Which was crazy. Going through them, we all picked Baltimore. Greens all there. We all greened on New England. We all greened on the Chargers. Like I said,
that game was closer than I expected.
Donnie, like I said, was the only one to pick Cincinnati. He got that wrong. Very crazy game that we'll get into. Donnie then was the only one to pick Pittsburgh. We all picked Indianapolis. Then I was the only one to pick the Giants. I thought maybe an upset there, but nope, San Francisco got the win. Also, I was the only one to pick Houston. You guys all picked Denver. We all picked Detroit. Heartbreaker, we'll get into it. Donnie with the only one to pick Carolina. Detroit lost, but Green Bay also lost.
Yeah, that was the thing about, like, that made the loss sting a little less, is because at least the Packers weren't extending their division lead at the same time.
We all picked Jacksonville. We all greened on the Rams. We split Buffalo and Kansas City. Me and Donnie went with Buffalo and got that right. You two went Kansas City. We all greened on Seattle, and then Dallas. We all got wrong. They lost last night to the Arizona Cardinals. So going back up to the top, we'll run through some games. I'm going to skip a couple of, honestly, some of these because they're just not worthy to really talk about. Baltimore beat the brakes off of Miami. Other than Miami is basically just kind of in that they just need to sell out, basically get the coach out of there and everything. Yeah, Miami's. It was at home too. That's just a bad look for them.
Ravens got fined for the Lamar
stuff that I brought up last week. Yeah, they got fined for that. It was only like $100,000 fine, which in the grand scheme of their franchise, that's like pennies. But
they dead ass should have lost the draft pick for that. Like, I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys pay attention to how
the league said it was more of just like a mistake rather than like there being any malicious intent behind it.
Yep.
Of it being like we're going to start Lamar and then not actually starting him, to throw him off.
I'm struggling to remember his name now that I'm about to say this. Is it Martinelli? He's on Fox, First Things First, and he was talking about it. And he was the one that was like, they're going to come down hard on this because he said when he was with the Jets and they had Favre tweaked his ankle and it was a sprain instead of a roll or something like that. And they put it on the injury report as either a sprain or whatever the opposite of what it was. And the league ended up finding out about it. And like a year and a half later, they fined him $50,000 because he like misinterpreted the depth chart or the injury report. He was like, they take this shit seriously. So like,
something you always forget about that they actually take seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so many things go into it.
Yeah. Atlanta lost to New England. I think the only thing is that we can talk about this game is New England. First-year head coach Mike Vrabel with the Patriots has had a great season. And honestly,
I think they're the 2 seed in the AFC right now.
And honestly, it's somewhat of an under, like, not performing, but like on their roster, they don't have the greatest wide receivers. Like Diggs is okay, but like nothing crazy. Their running backs are okay. Travion Henderson hasn't been the greatest. Ramon Stevenson is just okay. Their O line is half decent. It's just, I mean, man, this Vrabel team. Yeah, Drake May has been very, very good.
Drake May's a dog.
You get this man some weapons.
out.
I don't think he'll win MVP this year. I still have a couple people over him, but I absolutely think this is his breakout year, and I think you get this man some weapons and a little bit more O-line, and I think this man is an MVP in the next couple years.
Oh my God. I'm looking at their schedule. Their remaining schedule is easy as hell. They got Bucks, who are banged up, the Jets at home, at Bengals, who are also banged up, Giants at home, Bills at home, and they beat the Bills on the road, so they might do it again. Ravens on the road, Jets on the road, and Dolphins to close out the year. That is an easy last couple of games.
They win all those except 2. They lose to the Jets both times, I think.
That'd be wild.
That's the thing, is like their schedule at the beginning of the year was fucking easy as shit too. Buffalo twice was hard. That Ravens game is going to be tough if the Ravens go on a run, but I mean, everybody else that they've played is kind of shit. And the Bucks are a good team, but they're also so banged up. I think coming off a bye, they probably lose that game to the Bucks, but then again, they might not lose again until they might drop either that Buffalo or that Ravens game, but they're going to win 3-4 more games easily, playing the Jets twice.
Yeah. 10-11 wins is right there for the taking for them, which is kind of crazy in year 1 of Vrabel.
Absolutely.
Never count them out.
Chargers beat the Titans. Not too memorable of a game. Chicago versus Cincinnati was the craziest wild shootout on a 1 o'clock slate that you could imagine. Just back and forth. Chicago pretty much dominated most of the day. And then right there at the end, Cincinnati gets a touchdown, then gets an onside kick. And then they score again. Just
15 points in like a minute.
Basically, who has
started with a bang too, with the opening kickoff going for a touchdown. Like that game from Jump Street was high scoring.
Basically, just kind of was like, hey, let's see who has the worst defense most game. And honestly, it looked like, hey, the Bengals are going to pull this one out, but only the Bengals defense could legit give up that late of it. They had 0 timeouts and 30 seconds left, nowhere near field goal range. Only the Bengals could somehow lose that football game. Like, they didn't even get out of bounds. It was straight up the middle. All you got to do is tackle, bro, and it could be GG.
2 people hit them.
They need a touchdown. Like, that was, how bad of defense can you play? Why are we not playing off? Why are we not playing
honestly,
deep?
you bring them down, that game might be it. Like, that might be the game.
I'd say knowing their history, but obviously Ben Johnson is 10 times better than Eberflus, but the Bears have had history with getting up and needing to stop the clock. And
I was going to say, it would be close. It would be close because there was 25 seconds left. So, depending on if the team was running down the field, but I don't know.
I wouldn't say mid-off. I'd say the Bears are a little bit better than mid, but definitely wow, what an offensive showdown, but what the fuck is the defensive battle at this game? I mean, you're letting the Bears do that right at the end of the game. It's just atrocious. And then you're letting 47,000-year-old Joe Flacco carve up your team like it's nothing. I mean, like, bro, just send a heater on this man and hit him once, and honestly, he might not make it off the field. Like, that just might be it for bro. And my dad is so funny, bro. He's been going off because immediately when Joe Flacco got signed, he's like, bro, the Bengals why are we signing the oldest man in the league? And then this man won a game, and then he started playing good. And I was like, what do you say about Joe Flacco?
I read that was his only 400-yard game, too, of his career, which is kind of crazy.
Well, the craziest part is he finished with like 460. He had like 360 before the last 2 minutes.
Joe Flacco,
he had 100 yards in like
Joe Flacco
in a minute.
Joe Flacco's the Peyton Manning of Ryan Fitzpatrick's, honestly.
Honestly.
Colts at Pittsburgh, a very pretty tight game.
Dimes is back.
Didn't get to watch much of it, but Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers with a big win there. San Francisco at Giants, the 49ers get a easy win there. Denver at Houston, a very kind of boring game, it looked like. CJ Stroud goes down with a awful hit. Didn't even get flagged. It was pretty bad, but honestly, I'm like,
you sure that didn't get flagged?
It didn't get flagged. No.
I thought they threw a flag.
They picked it up. Is because I was like, people were like, that's insane. Which a flag for sure. Do I think he should have ejected? Yeah, I don't know, but
I love how we get a flag for Jack Campbell tackling JJ McCarthy in the pocket, but CJ Stroud gets fucking sniped from the side, and that's legal. Makes total. Good job, NFL. Way to officiate these games.
Yeah, that CJ Stroud hit reminded me of, I think last year the Texans played the Jags and Trevor Lawrence slid and got hit. I don't even remember.
Azeez Al-Shaair.
Yeah, he got
suspended for 2 games.
Yeah. And then CJ Stroud was arguably way worse of an injury.
Stroud's head bounced like a basketball. It did not.
I'm trying to find the hit right now.
Yeah, he like Tua seized and everything. It was nasty.
Dude, what?
That's not good.
The NFL sucks. This is awful. How the fuck?
Going on to a game, talk about awful. The Lions hosted the Vikings, and just the Lions went up early, but the Vikings just kind of took care of business, and it was a very bad officiated game. Again, I don't want to be here and be that guy that sits and talks about the ref, but one of the worst. I would confidently say maybe the worst offense or defensive roughing the passer ever, where Hutch, I don't even think, his leg might have touched him, but I seriously...
That wasn't even roughing the passer. That was unnecessary roughness.
Oh, yeah, unnecessary roughness.
Which is maybe even crazier.
Seriously don't understand what we were looking at to where it was unnecessary roughness. And then we're like, all right, well, I guess we see what this game is. Then not even a couple drives later, Jack Campbell with a beautiful form tackle. Not even after the play. The ball was literally at his fingertips. Jack Campbell went right to the midsection and just normal tackle, and it's a roughing the passer. It's like, bro, can we seriously get some stability in the NFL? Let alone, I'm not going to sit here and say, I definitely don't think that's what changed the game at all. I think the Lions played a very bad game. The offense... Honestly, I wouldn't even say the defense had that bad of a game. I would say, it didn't look great, but they played, honestly. They got pressure on JJ McCarthy a lot. We had a couple sacks. We should have had more, but some of them got taken back. It was a decent defensive game at the offense. John Morton, with maybe one of the worst called games I have ever seen.
This was the equivalent of like when Ben Johnson would have just a horrendous game, and you're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, what are genuinely, you're just left speechless by the play.
Seriously, I understand.
And the fact that I know that they were down 10 with 3 minutes to go, but the fact that they only lost that game by 3 was kind of.
I'm tired of screens on third.
Bro, I'm tired of it, bro. I know we're all mad. I know we're all mad, understandably so, because I'm not the biggest John Morton fan. Which, to be honest, as soon as we were watching the first game, bro already struck my nerve by being one of those OCs that are up in the press box. For some reason, that pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Being on the sideline, you can have NFL teams have spotters.
I don't get that. I really never got that.
I get it, and optically, it's yes, that is the best spot for a coach to sit because you can see everything. But get the fuck on the field with the guys. Don't do that shit. You miss so much not being on the sideline. But anyway, little bit to his defense. Yes, he had a pretty bad play calling game. But it's hard to call any good play, even if it's a perfect play, when Jared Goff is just frightened, sitting in the pocket, not knowing what the fuck to do, holding the ball long as shit. They're walking up an 8-man mug fucking front, and he's just sitting there trying to hold the ball. Jared, throw that motherfucker, dude.
They said Jared they showed the stats. Jared under pressure was 6 for 17 and 40 yards. It's seriously Jared.
That sounds better than what it actually was too. I feel like it was worse than even those stats.
Jared is a good quarterback in sense, but seriously, it's not good when it is so obvious on how to defeat your quarterback.
I think you also, though, in his defense, are not going to see another team. Well, obviously you're going to see the Vikings again this year, but you're not going to see a team that blitzes nearly as heavy.
Yeah,
as
but all teams got to do is look at that
and
just run that.
The problem with that is I understand. Yes, Brian Flores is a great defensive coach. And I 100% agree with what you said. The only team that's going to throw those kind of blitzes at you in that way is Brian Flores and the Vikings. What the fuck did we do on the bye week? This isn't the first time we ever played the Vikings.
That is also very.
You had an extra.
It sounded like they got a lot of off days during the bye week.
I know Amon-Ra went on vacation.
Well, then fucking that's on Dan then, because you know what the fuck's coming.
I agree with that. Coming off a bye week, this isn't the greatest thing to see.
I am concerned. I am concerned. Not only that they lost, losing's one thing. For them to come out that bad off a bye is damn near inexcusable. That was dog shit.
Jared just put every time that man gets in a pickle, he just turns his back and it's game over. You never get any he can't throw it. It seems like he never can just throw it away. It seems like he can never find anything. It seems like he always just turns his back and it's never good. And it's like, man, he panics, it seems like. And he's a veteran. It's like, this isn't what we want to see out of a guy that's been in the league since 2016.
Sitting here thinking of it, I think a big thing with Goff too is like, whenever he gets the ball out of his hands fast, it's usually like a little like hitch from the tight end or something like in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas like Stafford, whenever we had like, there would be a big blitz or something along those lines, they'd fucking stack the box. He would be able to sidearm it, just a little bubble screen out and get it out. You know what I mean? Like, get it out of the pocket as fast as he could, and shit can happen like that. I don't think I've ever seen Goff just throw like he's thrown bubble screens, but he's one of those guys who like catches the snap, completely turns his body, and then throws it. It's like any team that walks up blitzes like that is just gonna eat his lunch all fucking day, and it's just so disheartening to watch.
Yeah.
Like I said, the defense played pretty good. We didn't allow a receiver over 50 yards. Jay Jettis had that one touchdown, but that was just honestly that's just Jay Jettis. I mean,
Terrion had his first career interception.
He honestly played very well. It's like, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh my God, he's going to be great. I can't sit here and say that, but I will be the first one to say I think he's been in the NFL. I can say I was kind of impressed, especially against that receiving core. That is a good receiving core.
I think he was on Addison most of the day too, and Addison has been a dog this year.
There were a couple of times he was on Jefferson though, and I don't think he allowed a catch.
And I'm not gonna say it, and I don't want to like get my hopes up, but hopefully maybe this injury and the bye, it just kind of gave him time, and maybe that's the time he needed. Hopefully he can come back and he can get back to that man-to-man coverage that we play, and he can be really good. Like I said, we were getting good pressure. Aaron Jones only had a good couple runs.
I think the run,
and we're missing Kirby all game. We're missing our ball hawk, so it's like I think the defense played great.
The run defense was probably the worst it's been in a while.
Yeah,
it didn't look great.
Was terrible.
Which is so stupid because they were, I have no idea, but they were switching people in and out all the time. And it's like, why are we taking Lee McNeil out of the game at some points?
Lee McNeil should play damn near every snap.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He's worked his way. I get like that first week, him coming back, him being on like a snap count, and like you want to use him strategically. Yeah. Now he's back. He's got 2 games under his belt. Let him loose. You know, like he should be playing as many snaps as he physically can. Like if he's like actually gassed, take him out for a couple plays, give him a quick little breather, and then get him back out there. But most downs he should be in.
The one good thing that I kind of like was that even though, and I don't want to say this in front of Colin because he might blow his head up, was that even though how crazy that game was, it feels like we should have been losing that game by 20. It literally came down to a 3rd down play, and Jalen Naylor got the wildest catch on a good defensive play. It's like, it is crazy that if they don't get that, we get the ball back with quite a bit of time left, and honestly, we probably could go down and win that game.
I was going to say, they at least, I think they get that stop. They at least march down the field and they tie it.
I'm saying that it shouldn't have felt like we were, it shouldn't have felt like we were that close.
I think at the Lions, this is going to sound weird, I think it could have only been bad for them psychologically to win that game. Like, I'm saying, like, a win would be great, but, like, they played like shit. We, in no way, shape, or form, deserve to win that game. No. So I think sometimes you need to just take your fucking losing and wake the fuck up. And I
wholeheartedly agree. And I think the fan base needed it, too, because I was just thinking, I was talking to my coworker yesterday who's a Bears fan, and he was talking about how they're 5-3 on the year, and he's like, now I know what it feels like to be you guys last year. And I was like, no, you don't. We had 2 losses all year last year, and one of them came right at the end of the season. You do not know what it was like to be us last year. Shut up. But it got me thinking about, like, damn, we really were spoiled last year with all those wins. And so, like, it's a nice, like, obviously you want to win games, but, like, having these losses in the season to be like, you know, this shit happens. Like, you're not going to win every fucking game like you did last year. Like, last year was an anomaly. And kind of resetting the vibe and the mindset of when you lose, like being able to bounce back from that, I think is going to be good for them in the long run.
Yeah. The one thing I was talking about today, the one thing I'm very impressed with that honestly I always forget, like I don't know, I think it's just because they're not big names maybe, but our linebacker group is honestly playing amazing. Like Derek Barnes, I didn't even realize, like when we signed him to a contract, I was like, is he really worth that? He's played like it. He has 4 sacks in the season. Every time he blitzes, he is unbelievably good. He is honestly great in coverage.
He almost had a second one on Sunday. He missed it by like a shoestring.
Yeah. So they're playing pretty well. I just kind of wanted to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, like the defense was fine. And like Colin said, like a loss is not the worst thing in the world. The main thing like that concerns me is if this was sandwiched in the middle of the next like 5-game stretch, I'd be like, you know what, divisional game. I hate losing.
It does get worried
because I don't think the Vikings are that good. But
I think the key is this next week with a banged up Commander squad. If you don't come out
and beat the
ever loving shit out of them next week, I know it's on the road games in the NFL.
If
you don't come out and beat the shit out of them next week, then I'm going to start to be a little worried because the Eagles are waiting for you on Sunday Night Football the week after, and that's going to be rough.
Yeah, legit. If the Lions don't win by 30, I'm going to be like pissed.
Okay,
like,
30
but at least two possessions. If they don't win by at least two possessions.
when you come out and you look that god awful off a bye, especially offensively, no. The Commanders are done. They're what, 3-6? They lost their quarterback.
I was saying,
legacy game incoming.
They lost a lot.
Could happen. Yeah, they're 3-6 right now.
They lost a lot, and their record's bad. It's not like they're realistically fighting for a playoff spot. They're one of the worst teams in the NFC. Like, no, you go out there and like this is a get right. Like, I'm expecting this to be like the Bears game week 2. Like, they need to smack them in the fucking face.
Absolutely.
If they come out, especially if they come out and look bad offensively. Like, if we come out and we win like 10-3, like, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. That would be worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But moving on,
Lions are 8.5-point favorites right now against the Commanders.
I think they need to cover that spread for me.
They gotta cover that.
Also, real quick before we move on, I wanted to say this when we were talking about the pressure towards Goff. Yeah. I didn't realize how bad Jahmyr Gibbs is in pass blocking.
Dude, it's
you cannot have him.
Dan said going forward, he can't be pass blocking.
I saw
at least not nearly as much.
I saw this post.
That's Monty's job. That's literally Monty.
But honestly, you can't even blame Gibbs.
That's Morton, why he needs to be the starter.
Yeah. John Morton, I don't understand why you're putting Gibbs in that position to begin with. Gibbs isn't the amazing back, maybe a top 5 back in the NFL. But there is no way, shape, and form Blow is going to stop a linebacker. Monty is the bigger sized guy.
Full speed, by the way.
Yeah, he was full speed too. Like, I don't feel like I'm not discrediting Gibbs at all. He is not meant to do that. Like, that's like throwing any other small running back out there and saying go get him. But like, even Craig Reynolds could go out there. Craig Reynolds is honestly probably the guy that I would love to see in a
Craig's
fullback.
Pass blocking and special teams work is why he's on the roster. Like,
he is amazing at it. So I don't know why John Morton puts him out there for that.
But yeah, I saw this stat. It said Jahmyr Gibbs allowed 7 pressures on 16 pass blocking snaps, tied for the most pressures allowed by a running back since 2018.
I don't understand why John Morton is having a trouble on how to figure out Gibbs and Monty. Like, literally, it is not hard.
Just look at how they've been used the last 2 years.
Yeah, first drive of the game.
And repeat.
First drive of the game.
Hard.
No matter what happens. I don't care if he goes 3 rushes for 0 yards. First drive of the game, Montgomery. Every single time. Montgomery should be out there the first drive every single time. Then Gibbs could play the next 2. I don't care. And honestly, Gibbs probably should have about 5 to 10 more snaps than Monty. But you start the game with Monty. And hey, when we're going to roll out wide and have our running backs run, like going out for a pass, let's have it be Gibbs. And hey, when we need someone to block, let's have it be Monty. I don't know why we're switching the two. Like, I seriously don't understand what John Morton's trying to do there.
People can shit on Ben all they want. Like, I know some Lions fans have like sour grapes towards the dude. The one thing he had done, like, the best you could have it done in this offense was knowing how to use Monty.
Oh, dude, he was perfect.
You could not have used them better if he fucking tried. And like, the thing is like I get it. Gibbs is like better. Like, he has more talent, and that's understandable. Like, why Morton wants to play him more. But like, Monty just got a contract last year. He's good. Like, if he was on another team, he'd be a fucking bona fide starter. Like, one of the better starters in the league. Like, Monty can do more overall things better than Gibbs can. Like, Gibbs is better speed, out of the backfield, that kind of stuff. But like, Monty's good out of the backfield. He's a better power runner. He's not the fastest, but like, Monty needs to play a fuck ton more than what he is. Even like we said, the first drive, absolutely 100% Monty. That's how it should be, no matter how the game script is. But like, Monty just needs to play more. Like,
I'm also like fully not expecting the run game to be nearly as dominant as it has been the last couple of years because of how, one, banged up our current offensive line is, and 2, the fact that, you know, we're missing key pieces like Frank Ragnow and everything. Like, that is a big gap that is left on our offensive line, and with how banged up they are right now, like, it's not there. So like, I'm not expecting us to like annihilate teams in the run game, but I would like some level of a real run game again, and I think that's obtainable with the pieces that they do have.
What's the best way to help out an O-line? Give him a running back who can kind of be his own blocker and run through somebody. I like Gibbs. That's not Gibbs. Like, these stretch run plays, you're asking Graham Glasgow at center to fucking reach the B gap as a fucking 10-year vet, and he's just not going to get there. He's not going to hit these reach blocks to hit the outside to these stretch runs to help Gibbs. Like, no, Monty, fucking A gap, B gap, like fucking run power. Just fucking run Monty. Like, Monty's going to help out the whole line.
Yeah. And the worst part, I think, is that they have the play calls reversed, just like how they have the running. Like, why is Gibbs the one doing dives and Monty doing stretches? I don't understand it sometimes.
And I understand too, because you look at the box scores, obviously Monty is not better than Gibbs. Like, there are games where Monty honestly has 10 rushes and he's got 12 yards, but that's why Gibbs is on this team, because Monty isn't going to be able to do it all by himself. But Monty sets that tone. He puts the fear in that defense. He runs through them. You use Gibbs when they least expect it. They go, oh my gosh, they've been running up the middle. I wonder what this is going to be. And all of a sudden, you've got a guy that runs 4-2 all the way down the sidelines. It's like, you just got to know how to use them. You just got to know how to use them. And
there's, like, what I agree with what you said, that Gibbs is better than Monty overall. But there are games where Monty is the better back in terms of, like, it's just his day. Yeah. Gibbs is having an off day. Or there's game plans where, like, hey, this fucking team can guard outside runs.
Yeah. Like, it really depends on defense, too.
Like Monty, like, it just fucking aggravates me, maybe because I'm such a Monty fan. Like, I feel like he has been
I love them both. I really do.
In terms of on the field. Like, Monty, like, they
should. The only mistake that he has made was that fumble that he had last game. That fumble was a bit rough. That is the only thing that Monty has ever, like, any mistake that he has done. And it was just a.
Also, it was
a beautiful, like, come from behind punch out. Like, you couldn't have literally pictured it better. It was beautiful. Moving on from that game, honestly, to brighten Detroit fans' day a little bit, the Packers host the Carolina Panthers.
The fact that it happened right before we officially lost, I was like, thank God. Like, I had that game on my phone.
It would have been nice,
waiting for it.
It would have been nice to take over the North and obviously take the lead, but just watching, being like, I cannot believe we just lost to the Minnesota Vikings and we're one of the best teams in the NFL. And then you go see the team that's above us, they're like, oh my gosh, they just lost to the Carolina Panthers.
And then they get the Eagles this week, so this could be a rough
dude, I hope the Eagles belt the ass. But a wild game there.
I didn't see that final score until after the Lions finally ended because I was off my phone. So I'm sitting there sulking, pissed off. I actually see the Packers score, and I kind of completely forget about the Lions loss. I was more happy that the Packers.
Exactly.
It literally puts it. There was a guy. I was watching it, but I was like actually watching it, so like the ESPN app is a little bit faster. And I see a Lions guy in a jersey and go, "Oh, let's fucking go!" And I was like, "Did we win? I swear, I just saw that they got that first down." And I go, and someone goes, "What?" He goes, "The Packers lost." Oh, dude, everybody started cheering. I was like, "Good Lord, you think we just won the game?" I was like, "Dude."
Also, I know I showed Marshall. I don't know if Colin and Dallas saw. I never in my life want to hear good shit about Jordan Love again. He threw two of the worst balls you will ever see in the history of organized football.
I watched a Packers fan. No, you got to watch it. Have you seen
them? No, I haven't seen them.
It's maybe the worst throw in NFL history. Like, I'm not.
I don't know. Kenny Pickett threw it to the ground trying to throw a 55.
This is 10 times worse.
I'm pretty sure there was 4. It was one receiver in the middle of the field.
Let me share my
screen. I'm pretty sure there was 4 DBs there. Like, it was the most punt-looking football, and I believe it was on first down. It was the most, like, interceptable ball you've ever seen in your entire life. And then the second one was also a dog shit throw, but it was on a 4th and 8, so that one I kind of get.
Hold on, I want to share my.
That one was not even close to a receiver. So, like, both of them just
to give you the permission.
Send request.
See how the quality is on this, because sometimes
you can check the box that says optimized for sharing.
Don't worry, viewers. We have the NFL license to show these clips.
We do.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
This is the 4th down, so this one is not as bad. Receiver not even close to in front.
There wasn't even a receiver close to that.
That one's bad. Yeah. That one's bad. The other one is one of the most egregious throws you'll ever see in your life.
Hold on. Let me
look up.
Yeah, I got
Jordan Love Panthers interceptions.
God, the first one, dude.
I don't want to watch the highlights.
Nope. It's none of those.
Okay. Might be cooked.
I think it's that. I think it's the one you just scrolled by.
This one? No, that's a Niners.
Never mind. I know they were.
It couldn't have been that bad.
Well, I know they were going towards the right. Is why I said that.
Oh, yeah, it's really just loving that first clip.
I can't believe you can't find that one. That one.
No, that's.
You watch him cry. I mean, I'm in favor of that.
Maybe I could just hold on. We can just pull up this and we can figure out where it was.
Good God.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Editing nightmare.
Oh no, that's a fumble.
They were gonna lose regardless because of these fuck ass uniforms.
Yeah, these are wild uniforms.
Bro, the fact that Romeo Dobbs is wearing the fucking Guardian cap, it looks. Also, we didn't mention it. Tucker Kraft ACL out for the year.
Yeah,
tough.
Yeah, that's a tough blow for them.
He's been literally that entire offense. It feels like too.
If there was any Packer that was,
I found it. Okay, not sponsored again.
I knew that would happen.
Not sponsored.
I would appreciate being.
This one's pretty bad. This one's pretty bad.
This one's awful.
Oh yeah, I did see that one.
And look how underthrown it was.
Well, he had pressure in his face, but it's not a good throw.
You don't throw a fucking 50-yard bomb on first down. There's no.
That was definitely not the worst fucking throws in NFL
Are
history.
You shitting
Can we stop?
I think the ones that I saw Spencer Rattler throw 2 weeks ago.
That's the worst throw.
Spencer Rattler literally had the worst INT.
Both of those throws are two of the worst I have seen.
No, they are not.
Spencer Rattler
two worst interceptions I think I've ever seen in my life. That's up there, and then the second one was also Jordan Love when he threw a 3-yard push pass to Kirby on that shit swing.
So we forget Stafford did a 360 throw it to the other guy like 2 years ago. Like come on.
No,
like,
I do forget that.
We're not going to turn this into a Jordan Love debate. We do.
I'm just saying
it's not a Jordan Love debate. It's anybody with 2 eyes see those 2 throws and they're like, all right, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I can agree that those are. I can agree those are bad throws, but saying they're the worst throws in NFL history, we're just beating our meat on that one. Like
that 1st and 10 fucking throw into the abyss into quadruple coverage.
I think
probably
it's up there.
I guarantee.
Who was it? Well, who was it? Ryan Tannehill that he went to throw it to a screen and it just literally just planted in the or Brett Favre's NFC Championship throw. That's up there with it too. Those are both up there. But anyways, moving on. Actually, I'm just going to kind of skim through these because I do want to talk about before we get to picks. Trade deadline was today, so we can talk about the trades that had happened. Jacksonville just beat the Raiders in overtime. Brock Bowers' legacy game. Crazy game there. Rams beat the Saints. Obviously, no Spencer Rattler. They weren't going to have a chance. But Stafford, he's my favorite.
They didn't have a chance regardless.
Stafford is my favorite to win MVP right now. Stafford is having a great season. I think Stafford is the favorite to win MVP. So hopefully
on a broken back too.
Hopefully he doesn't choke it. Bills beat the Chiefs at home in a pretty decent game. Seattle beat the brakes off of the Commanders. Jaden Daniels looks like he'll probably be out for the year. Broke his arm. Did you celebrate?
No, I was about to say Cody White, MSU legend.
I said Jaden Daniels and Colin.
The guy who broke his arm.
Good lord.
No, Cody White was one of the nobody receivers that scored a touchdown. I needed a JSN touchdown and I didn't get it because Cody White ruined it for me, but shout out Cody White, MSU legend.
Well, Colin.
That's what I was trying to celebrate. And then you went right into Jaden Daniels before I could get it in.
Did you at least fit in the stupid MSU talk in relevance to not a season-ending injury? Jesus Christ.
I literally said Jaden Daniels looks like he'll be out for the season and put up his fist. Like, it was like, yes. Prayers.
I'm not celebrating Daniels' injury.
Prayers for Jay Daniels, and we're sorry to see. And it's just a tough loss, man. That is tough,
also,
especially with how hard your season's been going. You gotta maybe get jumpstart a little bit, get going, and it just goes right back out with the injury.
Nobody wants to put this on Jaden Daniels, but this is getting to be carbon copy of RG3 time.
I blame Dan Quinn. Why is he playing?
Yeah, honestly, I think he's just been injured so much. But I feel like you're so down in the dumps. No, like you gotta put your star quarterback back out.
He's been hurt all season.
To be fair, you say that, but the injury that he just had was absolutely no relevant to his injury.
I think that's true, but
so I don't think
he's been hurt all year. He did not need to be playing at that point.
I see that. I see both sides. Like, obviously, you don't want him out there, but and then he obviously wasn't playing great. They were fucking down 1 million. Like, you need him to get reps. I don't know. It's just hard. He's just going to be one of those guys where, like Marshall said, this injury had nothing to do with the last injury. He's had 4 major injuries since he's entered the NFL. I know one was a rib, one's the elbow, one's a hamstring. I can't remember what the other one is, but you're talking about completely separate body parts. And I just said the RG3 thing. at least like RG3, like he had like one massive holy shit injury, and then he was just never the same. I feel like the problem with Jane Daniels is like when he's healthy, he's going to be good, but it's going to be one of those things. I feel like he's never going to really be 100% healthy, like ever, just because it
happened on the same yard line as the RG3 ACL, by the way.
Yeah, we need to bury FedEx Field. I don't know what
I said this. I said it early. FedEx Field and MetLife are battling right now.
I think they just gotta go. Gotta go. Get them out of here.
I don't know if you guys sent it in. I saw it somewhere. Maybe it was you guys that dropped it into the group chat or not. But someone had laid out like every single injury that's happened at FedEx Field.
That was
yep.
Dallas is the king of like get rid of these fields.
like you're telling me it because Jalen Hurts almost got crushed. Remember that?
That's the wildest.
That was the craziest one.
That is the one where, like, NFL
I mean, in their defense, they are trying to build a new stadium.
No, in not their defense. Fix the current one before we build a new one, please.
I mean, it is kind
of.
Why
would you invest millions of dollars to renovate?
Not millions, just fucking put a screw in it. Like, bro, it's literally falling. It's not millions of dollars just to
Colin.
Oh, especially
they're spending that money on some other renovations right now in Washington.
I saw a guy's TikTok totally going off of it. But did you see the guy's TikTok? I saw a guy's TikTok of the Patriots game. He had a lower bowl seat without a seat. It was just a backstop. And bro, literally there was no seat. He said, "I love sitting at my game with no seat." They had to come and install a new seat, and they didn't get it done until like the second quarter. He said in the other video, he's like, "I didn't care." He's like, "To be fair, we stand up most of the game anyway at home, so it's like, what does it matter?" But still, like, bro didn't have a seat. It's like, man,
what is going on?
That's one thing the Lions will always have. The Lions Stadium is, I have never run into any actual problems with the Lions Stadium.
Yeah,
Ford Field is great. And then
I feel like especially so in the last couple of years.
The Monday night game, the Cowboys lose to the Cardinals. So
I didn't even watch it.
And rolling right into that,
it was 24/7 while I was at the gym.
I just can't believe that the Cowboys actually lost. Like, honestly, I figured that game was going to be like 35-38 Cowboys, you know? But also, hold on, before you get into picks, have you guys seen all this shit with Jonathan Gannon came out and said that even if Kyler would have been healthy, they were still going to start Jacoby Brissett. Have you guys seen like some of that shit that's going on?
He's better.
Well, I guess Kyler is effectively going through like the JJ McCarthy thing where it's like a soft benching where he's not healthy, but like at the same time,
because
he's still better than Jordan Love.
Bro's playing too much Battlefield.
I've had this thought for the last couple of years, ever since like the Cardinals fell to shit with Kyler and the whole contract thing that they went through. I 100% see Kyler being a Pittsburgh Steeler. Like, I think that is a good pairing of cast-off quarterback.
So you're saying Mike Tomlin's going to win a Super Bowl in a couple of years?
I don't think Kyler. I like Kyler. He ain't ever winning a fucking Super Bowl unless
he's better than Jordan Love. Like, let's just
he ain't winning a playoff game.
100%. Oh, he's better than Jordan.
Anyways. Before we get into picks, before we get into picks, the trade deadline was today at 4 p.m. No more trades after 4 p.m. today. We had some pretty big ones. I would say one big one that definitely, or I would say two big ones that stand over them all, and they both involve the New York Jets. Looks like the New York Jets are officially saying it's rebuild mode. We suck. Let's just get rid of the good people that we have and go right into a rebuild. They traded Sauce Gardner to the Colts for 2 first-round picks, a first-round pick this year and next year. They also traded Quinnen Williams for a second-round pick this year and a first-round pick next year. Keeping Breece Hall, which apparently I saw a report, the Chiefs did call about Breece Hall. They wanted to give him a 4th, and the Jets wanted a 3rd. First off, why the Chiefs couldn't give the Jets a 3rd for a great running back? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Well, like we'll give him for a 4th. No, 3rd. Like, okay, you just got like 100 picks above round 3. I don't think that one matters that much. Plus, he's a free agent after this year, anyways. They probably aren't going to sign him. So, Jets just cleaning shop. It looks like going right into the draft. They got 2 first-round picks this year, and they'll have 3 next year. They're 2
second-round picks this year as well.
Yep. So 4 picks in the first 2 rounds. Obviously, their pick will be like a top 5 pick, but that Colts pick probably could be anywhere from 20 to 32. So that's more. It almost could be a second-round pick, but still 2 day 1 picks. Not bad. Other decent trades. Rashid Shaheed went to the Seattle Seahawks, putting a huge deep threat on that team. JSN already a great route runner and one of the best receivers in football right now. But adding Shaheed just kind of, it just lets Sam Darnold open up a little bit more.
Do you think that's going to slow his numbers down at all? Because I know he's on pace for like a record-breaking year.
The JSN? I don't think so. I don't think too much.
I don't think he's going to break the record anyway, but I don't see it having any real effect.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the Steelers didn't get him.
Jacoby Myers, after a rough start to the year, he gets to Jacksonville. With Travis Hunter going on IR, I think they just wanted to bring in some sort of receiver. I like this. He's on my fantasy team. Hasn't done anything under Geno Smith, so maybe just a change of scenery for Jacoby Myers. Hopefully start getting the ball a little bit more. Jair Alexander got traded to Philadelphia from the Ravens. He's kind of in that journeyman stage. I don't really know if Jair's too great, but he's still a good depth piece. You know, he's a veteran anyway. So
it's crazy his debut is going to be against the Packers, though.
Yeah, that is
that's going to be pretty wild. Debut as an Eagle.
Jalen Phillips gets traded to the Eagles. Mozzie Smith also went to the Jets. Donnie Mitchell also went to the Jets. And those are really the big ones.
Logan Wilson.
Sauce and Colts, the first one I said.
Logan Wilson to the Cowboys.
Logan Wilson to the Cowboys.
And the internet went crazy because Jerry teased a big move. And then the Logan Wilson news broke, and everybody was like, "Are you fucking serious? This is the big news. You're trading a late round
for a guy who got benched, by the way.
Was broke. And
a guy who got benched on the Bengals defense. Like, what are we doing?"
Yeah. So those were just some of the trades. I mean, it was a pretty. Sauce Gardner's definitely the bigger one there. There's some decent trades. Nothing.
I think Quinton Williams was big.
What did Williams was? Do what?
That Cowboys defensive line is honestly pretty nice again, but that secondary is still utter dog shit. So
no, they're gonna put Quinn Williams at corner.
Probably gonna have to lose a couple pounds for that.
Dude, the Cowboys defense actually isn't that bad. Like, yeah, their secondary needs some
pretty bad.
What they really need though, like they have to go out and they got to get like a top end pass rusher. That's what they're really missing right now. If they only would have that,
so
if they only would have came into the season with,
I don't know if they pay him.
I don't know.
That mold pretty well.
They might not pay him. Just in a couple years, you know. He's just not that good. Like, just don't pay him. Anyways,
looking at it right now, both the Jets and the Cowboys have 2 first-round picks right now in this upcoming draft.
This draft's gonna suck too. I'm calling it.
Yeah,
I mean, we're gonna have no good QBs.
I was gonna say I really don't think this is gonna be a good year for the draft.
Cowboys.
It's not gonna be good for quarterbacks, but it's I mean, hey,
it has
Ty Simpson, you are a New York Jet.
The Cowboy pick. One of them's probably going to get traded anyway because they're both going to be like lower 20s picks because the Cowboys and the Packers are similar-ish teams right now.
Ty Simpson, you're going to be a New York Jet
right now.
Ty Simpson, you're going to be a New York Jet. When that doesn't work out in 2 years, Bryce Underwood, you are a New York Jet.
Yeah, right now Dallas's picks are 14 and 24, and the Jets are 3 and 32.
The Jets, as bad as they are only picking 3rd in the draft.
I think the Titans and
they're
the
1 and 7. New Orleans and Tennessee are both 1 and 8. So technically,
oh my god, the Jets are in poverty. If you go fucking 1 or 2 wins and get the 3rd pick, are you fucking serious?
Miami at 4 with 2 and 7.
Who is the number 1 overall right now?
Right now it's New Orleans.
That's crazy.
Well, they're not going quarterback. We know that. So
it's probably Titans. Like it's probably going to end up being the Titans. The Titans are.
So, man, Saints will go quarterback and Titans will go quarterback? Oof.
Saints are definitely probably going quarterback.
No, Saints can't go quarterback. Then Spencer Rattler, you're a New York Jet. There we go.
Spencer Rattler,
they get to go 1 and 7 again.
Spencer Rattler for the number 1 overall pick.
Hey, put Spencer Rattler in the Jets. He actually might be all right. Honestly, you can bring him to the Lions. He's mobile enough.
Dude, oh my god. Dude, best case
all right,
scenario.
let's get to the picks.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're moving on.
We got to go.
Real quick.
Come on.
Real quick, I got to use the bathroom so you guys can listen to it.
We're not even going to talk about.
I was going to say, what are we talking about?
I think he was saying listen.
I said I got to use the bathroom. You guys can listen to it.
I ain't listen to it.
No. What was I going to say? I'm surprised we didn't talk about Brad doing nothing at the trade deadline.
I did not think about that.
I didn't expect him to do anything.
But yeah, no,
at this point, man, like
even if he did do something, it was going to be for some nobody for like a 7th rounder, and people were going to be pissed regardless. So I was kind of surprised we didn't do anything other than signing the one guy to our practice squad to address the offensive line issues. I was reading today that only like 7, now 8 offensive linemen have been moved at the trade deadline since like 2002 or some shit like that.
That's
so like it doesn't typically happen, But like, I don't know, just with how banged up that line is, I figured maybe they would trade for somebody, even if it wasn't like anybody like insane. That'd be like a franchise tackle or something. Like I figured, maybe they'd try to address it.
When Marshall said that earlier, like O linemen just, like you said, they straight up don't move at the deadline. And even the guys that get moved at the deadline, like you usually don't want them. Like a team is not trading a good tackle at this point in the year. You know what I mean? Like it just does not fucking happen. Yeah. So because it's not even like, if you think about the scenario, like logically all these bad teams are trading away their pieces. But like a young team like the Saints, say they have like a great tackle, they're not going to want to move the tackle because they want to protect Shuck and see if he's a good quarterback. So it literally makes no sense to trade a good tackle at all.
Before we get into picks, we could talk about the NASCAR Cup Series Championship. It was a fucking wild race. You guys want me to talk about it? I mean, I could get into it a little bit. Let's talk about how Denny Hamlin got snubbed. It was wild. No. Nobody? No? All right, damn. So, okay.
All right. Picks. Starting off with Thursday Night Football. Broncos at Raiders. Give me the Broncos. Pete Carroll and the Raiders are in shambles right now.
Yeah, give me the Broncos.
I don't know. I don't even think the Broncos look that great, but yeah, it's at Denver, so I'll take the Broncos.
Who's Denver playing? I didn't even hear
the Raiders.
Oh, Raiders? Holy fucking shit. Yeah, the Raiders have let me down big time this year. My predictions of them. So, oh sweet, Thursday night. Yeah, we get to watch a fucking suckfest. Yeah, give me the Broncos.
All right, Sunday morning, 9:30, Berlin game. Falcons and Colts. I know people were making jokes about the look in Daniel Jones's eye the other day is the exact same look we saw for 3 years or however many years in New York. So I know people are worried about him turning into a pumpkin, but I don't think it's going to happen quite yet. Give me the Colts, especially with Sauce making his debut.
Yeah, give me the Colts. I still think they're one of the best teams in the AFC. Falcons have been wishy-washy all year. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this could be a pretty close. I feel like Atlanta's due for a win, and Colts are due for a couple losses. Like to kind of get back on. I mean, they're still a great team, but I don't know if they're the best team. But I'm still gonna go the Colts here. I think that Atlanta defense isn't the greatest, so I'll take the Colts.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Falcons at all. If the Colts lose this, and especially if Daniel Jones doesn't look good, then it's like, all right, you already might have to bench him. I don't care how good he's played. Like, if he goes that sour that fast, like that would be concerning to the highest degree.
I mean, isn't their backup Anthony Richardson?
Yeah, dude, he's due.
Then absolutely not. Even bad Daniel Jones is going to be better than Anthony Richardson.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I expect. I mean, these London games are always weird, but like I said, I don't believe in the Falcons at all. I don't know what it is. I just do not like I don't like the roster. I don't really believe in Raheem Morris. I think Shane Steichen alone could get the win for the Colts, so I would go with the Colts.
All right. Browns at Jets.
Oh
my God. We're starting the 1 o'clock.
I hope that the Lions play at 4. I hope this is a televised game.
It might be.
With how this year's been going, all the bad games are always
good. This
game might end 50-51.
That might be Giants
players. If we would have sent this game to Berlin, the U.S. would be in a war right now. They would they would not stand for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, Jets just sold heavy at the trade deadline for a couple of pieces that were still kind of holding them together.
This game, man.
Give me the Browns.
This game in New York, fucking Aaron Glenn and them are I think they're gonna get booed out of the building. They might fire Aaron Glenn. It might be that ugly. Well, it's a bad week to have a home game, is what I'm saying. After giving away everybody, like this is a week you want to play.
I hope they don't have to announce defense this week in their stadium.
Yeah, Jets are tanking pretty much, so give me the Browns. They're not tanking, but they just suck just a little less than the Jets.
Yeah, Jets traded away Quinnen Williams, which means Quinshon Judkins might go for 150 yards. I don't know. A part of me wants to say the Jets are going to somehow pull this out, and it's just going to be like, how did we trade everybody and now we're winning? But I feel like what's going to win it for the Browns alone is their defense. I think Myles Garrett might kill Justin Fields if he's the starter. I'm going to go Browns.
Yeah, this would have been a great defensive battle if the Jets didn't ship away their entire defense. So, yeah, Browns off a bye. Dylan Gabriel isn't playing like fantastic, but he's okay. I mean, fuck, this game might end 7-0, and the only touchdown comes from Myles Garrett himself. So I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Jesus, I just had a stroke. Saints at Panthers. I clicked into the Panthers schedule for a second to bring up a point, and then I ran out of time.
Saints versus, oh my gosh, I just had a stroke.
Yeah, Saints at Panthers. Panthers are kind of doing decent right now. They lost to the Bills pretty bad, but that was with Andy Dalton at QB. So as far as I'm concerned, Bryce Young is cooking specifically with the Panthers, and I think they're going to keep it rolling this week. Give me the Panthers.
I don't know if I would use the word cooking.
Hey, they just won in Lambeau, and the Lions couldn't do that. So,
yeah,
wow, Colin.
A little different.
Low blow.
A little different. I am gonna go Panthers. Yeah, the Saints suck. So yeah.
Yeah. Rico Dowell is playing like one of the best running backs in the NFL. He is just great week in and week out. And against this Saints defense, I would expect nothing less. Bryce Young, man, this Panthers team. If I'm not rooting for the Lions, I'm rooting for the Panthers. I like everybody on this team. Give me the Panthers by 20.
Yeah,
that one.
kind of what the Dallas said. I don't hate Bryce Young. I never have. I've never been his biggest fan, but he is not the fucking reason they're winning these games.
He's the second reason. He's the second reason.
Rico Dowell
had like
30 times a game is why they're winning these games. I mean,
yeah, Bryson finished 11 for 20 for 102 yards and an interception.
Bro, those were a hard worked 102 yards.
Give him the MVP.
Yeah, for him, he had to work really hard for that.
He could. He's still better than JJ McCarthy, so that's fine.
I don't think so.
That one's dicey. But anyway, if Spencer Rattler was starting, I probably would go with the Saints here just because the Panthers have been so inconsistent. Like they beat the Falcons 30-0, and then they come out and they get their ass beat. Like this team makes no fucking sense. But Rico Dowell's playing like a dog. I don't believe in the Saints. They were sellers too with their Heat, so I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I think this one's gonna be close though. I don't see this being like a 20-point game because the Panthers are so inconsistent. I think this is gonna end up being like a
34-10.
Well, and they've won 4 of the last 5, but those wins have all been by like 3 points each. No, literally, they all actually have been. It was 24-27 over the Dolphins, 30-27 over the Cowboys, 13-6 over the Jets, and then 16-13 over the Packers.
Yeah, 34-10, 34-10 dub.
The Bills sprinkled.
It's a very Panthers thing to beat the Packers and then come and get beat by the fucking.
They're gonna win 34-10.
It'd be a very NFC South.
Rico Dowell is gonna break the rushing record in a game.
Okay.
Damn.
It's 296.
Right,
I think he's going for 3.
Patriots at Buccaneers. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, give me the Patriots. I don't want. I know Baker MVP is off the table, guys.
Y'all are just acting like the Bucks.
Whoa!
It's off the table.
I cashed out that bet.
Y'all are just acting like the Bucks just disappeared. Again, I absolutely think the Bucks are going to win this game out. Yeah, give me the Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks disrespect's got to stop a little bit. Yeah. I like this Patriots team, but I think they're
never
more.
count out Mike Vrabel. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I never do.
We just were talking about how good the Patriots are this year, and how banged up the Buccaneers are.
This is the thing. I think the Patriots are a good team. I believe everything we've said. I like Mike Vrabel. I like Drake May. He's probably my favorite of that quarterback class. I think Drake May is going to be really good. But this Bucs team is not just going to go away. Like I think they had their bye week.
They had a good bye week.
Sorry, I'm like, oh my god. I had doing that thing like I was trying to stop myself from like coughing. Anyway, Shut the fuck up.
No, you just got exposed not realizing that they didn't play last week is what happened.
No,
I just laughed at Marshall's reaction just because he was like,
no. Anyway, the Bucks, I don't think they're going away. I think that's a little premature, the Baker MVP off the table.
Oh, absolutely, it's off the table.
You can't have 2 games with 0 passing touchdowns and get an MVP.
I think it's off the table only because Stafford is more on the table.
I have like 4 people I would pick over Baker right now.
I mean,
Bryce Young.
These MVP races.
Baker would have to go on a tear the rest of the year to get himself back in the conversation.
Okay, this is the thing though. Hold on, give me half a second. The Bucks, shut up. The Bucks would have to go on a run, and Baker would have to play incredible down the stretch. I 100% agree with you.
Their next 3 games are Patriots, Bills, and then Rams on the road.
Yeah, but the end of their schedule is
this is true. Easy as hell.
Stafford already have it won by then.
Their final 6 games.
Yeah, but that tier needs to start this week. Like he needs to look like he did the first 3 weeks of the year.
I think he could have an iffy game this week and next week against Buffalo, and then he has the Rams on national television. Then it goes Cardinals, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers. Like he could easily
He's dropping both those Panthers games.
I think he could have a mid-season lull and come back. Is all I'm saying. I'm not out on Baker MVP, even though right now.
Are you sure the Panthers won't win this division?
I would.
I think they will. I think
no shot.
Bryce Young's going to lead them.
Their schedule real quick.
Oh, you said Panthers? I thought you said Falcons. I'm like, no shot.
No, I said Panthers.
Probably not. I wouldn't put my money on it.
Panthers 1 seed, honestly.
Anyway, but no, the Patriots I believe in. I think they've been getting away with all these easy games, though. I think once you're playing bad team after bad team after bad team, if you run into a good team, I think you're more liable to lose just because you haven't played a good team in a while. Last good team they played was, I would say, the Steelers, and that was a weird game for them. They turned the ball over 5 times. Plus, the Patriots having to go to Tampa. Tampa's off a bye. I think it only being a 3-point spread is kind of crazy. I think Tampa will take care of this one pretty easily.
All right. Ravens at Vikings. Vikings just came into Ford Field and stole a win. They're riding high. I think the Ravens are starting to get some stuff figured out. Lamar's back.
Ravens are 4.5-point favorites.
Yeah.
In Minnesota. They beat the shit out of the Dolphins, Colin. Extra rest.
I mean, that's true. They do have a little bit of extra
I don't know why I'm
rest.
talking you into it, but
I don't know that the Honolulu hangover is a thing this year, but I'm gonna say it is right now for the purpose of this pick. Give me the Ravens.
Colin is right. JJ McCarthy, Michigan legend, by the way, came in, stole our lunch money.
Who did he throw to on that last play? Who did he throw to? MSU legend.
Can we stop?
The MSU legend only got it because of the Michigan legend. National champion, Rose Bowl MVP. Doesn't matter. Give me Lamar coming off of a 4-touchdown game, by the way. He's going to have another 4-5 touchdown game right here.
Give me the Ravens. Lamar's is actually going to show J.J. McCarthy how to play quarterback.
Yeah, the QB discrepancy in this game will be one of the bigger QB discrepancies we've seen in a long time. Lamar clears. Ravens need to stay hot. I think this is one of their tougher games they have remaining outside of the Steelers and the divisional games they have. So I do think it could be close, but at the same time, don't believe in Minnesota. Ravens need it. I'm going to go with Ravens.
All right, Bills at Dolphins. Give me the Bills.
Holy shit. Bills.
Give me the Bills.
Yep, not even. Bills are favored by 10 in Miami. That's crazy. Worst part is, I'm probably going to bet Buffalo minus 10. So, yeah, give me the Bills.
Giants at Bears. Every time my gut tells me to pick the Giants, and I do, they blow it in some spectacular fashion. Like a couple of weeks ago, I wanted to pick them, and they ended up losing to Denver after giving up 33 points in the fourth quarter. Thank God I didn't end up going with them. So I think I should learn from that and what I avoided in that week and pick the Bears here. Although I would not be surprised if the Giants come into Chicago and steal a win.
My logic so far has been sound. If you were supposed to lose the game before and you actually win, you lose the next week. Give me the Giants. The Bears should have lost last week. They're going to get that loss this week because they deserve that loss.
This is such a pick-me game. I don't know. I have a feeling like the Giants could pull this off. No Cam Skadabo. If Cam Skadabo was playing, I think I'd easily go Giants. I know Cam Skadabo's not the biggest game changer, but their run defense is pretty bad. I don't know. This is such a hard game to pick. I'm going to go Chicago just because it's in Chicago. It's my tiebreakers because it's at Chicago.
Yeah, kind of like Marshall said. I think Cam Skadabo being out isn't even like the biggest schematic thing for the Giants. I just think he was the vibe of that team. Him and Jackson Dart together, that duo, I think kind of was leading the resurgence in New York for the Giants. So Cam being out in that aspect, I think is bigger than anything he was doing actually on the field. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I think the Giants are better than 2-7. I think the Bears are a little bit worse than 5-3. So it's tough, but I will go tiebreaker to the home team. So give me the Bears in a close one.
All right. Jags at Texans. Can't imagine that CJ Stroud is going to play this week. Yeah, give me the Jags.
Yeah, give me the Jags. They should have lost last week, though. I'm gonna be honest.
So you're going against your logic.
No, being the fact that
since CJ Stroud is out, if CJ Stroud was playing, I guarantee you he goes Texans here. But.
The only reason I say they should have lost to the Raiders is the fact that if you let the Raiders take you to overtime, you should probably lose that game. But no, I'm going Jags.
Oh, we didn't talk about the record-breaking field goal at all this week either.
We did not. No, Cam Little.
Yeah, Colin, go fuck yourself. Kickers are people too. Okay,
I'm 68 yards.
It's insane, and he honestly was probably good from 70.
And
like, he didn't even
I saw Brandon Aubrey attempted the same distance and then missed it.
Hey, shout out Cam Little. That's goated. It does say that CJ Stroud does not look as bad as they thought. He remains in protocol. He probably will not play this week. He'll be back probably the following week. So I will go with I don't know. Davis Mills is that guy, but I'll go Jackson.
Yeah, kind of what Dallas said. The Jags should have lost their game, like going against the Ravens or against the Raiders. I would argue the Texans. Like I can't believe they kept it that close with Denver. Like they ended up losing, but I mean that's a pretty gritty win. So I guess I'll give them that. I just don't think this one's tough as fuck.
My problem with Denver is their offense is so inconsistent.
Yeah,
it is. It truly is. I mean, the Texans, to somewhat their credit with this, they're 3-5 on the year, but they are 2-2 at home. So they are a better home team than they are away team. At least they're 500 at home. Man, I just do not believe in this Jacksonville team. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna go with the Texans at home. Just because I think the Jags will go in taking it lightly because backup quarterback. I could easily see Jags just blowing them out pretty easily with a backup. But I mean, Davis Mills when he was the starter wasn't awful, so I'll go with the Texans.
All right, Cardinals at Seahawks. Give me not the Cardinals. Oh my God!
I wrote it down.
Give me the Seahawks, but I would not be surprised if this is closer than we want it to be.
It's only touchdown spread.
Give me the Seahawks. I'm not thinking about it.
I don't think the Seahawks really should have won last night, but they did. So I think that means they're up for a loss. Give me the Seahawks.
It was Sunday, but
well, he meant to say Cardinals.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I was about to say, I was like, the Seahawks shouldn't have won.
I was going to say, I was like, they blew the Commanders out. What do you mean?
My bad. Cardinals.
Yeah, but it was a close blowout, Colin. Like, one or two plays.
They could have won by 50, truthfully.
Cardinals shouldn't have won. Moving on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the Cardinals. Like, they're such a fucking weird team. This is going to sound crazy because of how the way I'm going to predict it. I don't believe in the Seahawks. But the Seahawks are just winning games, and it makes no sense to me. I guess I'm not paying attention to them, but I mean, I just see them beating the shit out of the Cardinals. I don't really know why they're beating the shit out of teams and playing really well. Credit to Sam Darnold to like not go full pumpkin mode after leaving Minnesota.
I mean, their best win is probably over the Steelers, truthfully.
I mean, yeah, but they beat the shit out of the Steelers in Pittsburgh, so that wasn't like a nothing burger.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. Like I'm saying, I'm not a huge believer in the Seahawks, but like,
I mean, that was also earlier here when the Jets took them down to the wire too in Week 1.
I mean, that is fair. They didn't take them to the wire Week 1. Week 1, they barely lost to the Niners in Santa Clara.
No, I'm talking about the Steelers.
Oh yeah, fair.
The Steelers went down to the wire with the Jets.
Yeah, I know, but the Steelers are an okay team. They're not great, but they're not bad.
Right.
But again, they're entering that territory where it's like I don't believe in them, but 6-2 is 6-2 at the end. Of the day. So I'm gonna start picking them just based on like they kind of earn it. You know what I mean? Like statistically, it's better to pick them. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
I mean, it might just be because Sam Darnold is the quarterback for both of those teams, but they do feel like last year's Vikings team where they just keep winning games for no fucking reason.
Yeah, I know their defense is good. Like Mike McDonald has a good.
Yeah, their defense is good. Lions at Commanders. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but no Jaden Daniels. His defense is banged up to all hell. The offense is banged up to all hell. Lions should get out of here with a 2-possession win. Should. Keyword should.
Yep. This was going to be a revenge game anyway. I think we were going to win this before the year started. This is our revenge game for the playoff. I think we were going to beat the dog shit out of them regardless, but now that Jaden Daniels is not playing and he's out for the year, I think this is a cakewalk, honestly. I think we said it earlier. This is the get-right game from the Vikings loss. I think this is where we get Monty, Gibbs, Amon-Ra. All three get a touchdown, and we roll.
I also don't think the Lions have lost back-to-back since Dan's first year, if I remember right. So
that sounds right.
That's also important to consider.
Lions by 17.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot about the revenge factor of this game. I'll tell you what's crazy though. I'm looking at ESPN and they have what the spread opened at and what it currently is. The Lions only opened this game as a field goal favorite. That's fucking weird to me. Because Jane Daniels, we didn't know like what exactly it was, but he was obviously not going to play this week. So
yeah,
I find that extremely weird, and that's a big.
I don't know, the books are weird sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like that's because people are betting the Lions like crazy, which I think is understandable. Not even taking into fact of the revenge aspect. I said earlier, Lions better fucking dominate this game. Like this is a.
Your eyes just got so big. Oh my god! Literally, this is how he said the Lions better dominate this game. Good lord.
Well, like literally, if the Lions don't come out and like look like the Lions from Jump Street at this game, like I'm going to be as concerned can be for this team going forward. Like the schedule down the stretch is not like the schedule down the stretch, guys. I don't know if we've looked at it. It's not easy. Like this is, I would say this is.
They're about to enter a rough stretch.
This and then the Giants at home are their easiest games by a mile throughout the rest of the season. I mean, next week you do have the Eagles on Sunday Night Football. So, like, I get looking forward, but I don't believe a Dan Campbell-led team should be doing that in any aspect. I think he should have them better coached than that, given his track record. If the Lions don't win this by more than 20, I'm going to be extremely fucking concerned, and I'm not saying that as a hyperbole. That is legit. They need to come. This is an attitude, get right, punch somebody in the face game.
All right, I lost my place here. Rams at 49ers. Give me the Rams.
I think this is going to be a close game for sure, but this Rams team is just rolling right now. Stafford is playing the best he's ever played, period. Give me the Rams.
I think
show me a season. You show me a season, Donnie, where Matthew Stafford is 21-2.
Yeah, 21-2 is nuts.
Yeah,
that's
why I'm saying the best he's ever.
Stafford has had an amazing.
Best he's ever played.
I gotta agree. I mean, he's been.
Yes, for sure.
He's had some amazing seasons, but the start of this season, Stafford has always kind of been known as a guy that throws a bit too many interceptions.
Man,
21-2.
Rams are probably going to be like the 1 seed. Like they're going to be
nuts. Even though I just said all that.
The fact they're not even winning the division right now, though, is crazy.
I mean, they're tied.
Yeah.
Even though I just said that, I think the Rams are due for a pretty big loss, and I like San Francisco at home here. Give me the 49ers. I just traded away CMC, so hopefully he doesn't do that good.
49ers are another team that just keep winning.
But yes, I'm gonna go with the 49ers by like a field goal, game winner too.
I mean, yeah, I'm surprised the Rams are favored in their house. Like, I know the Niners are pretty banged up, but 6-3. Like, if they have Kyle Shanahan and a quarterback that can breathe, they're gonna win games they shouldn't win. It always worries me, this matchup, because Santa Clara, those fans travel to LA so well. Given this isn't Santa Clara, but that just shows like they're driving all the way to LA, like they're gonna be there in Santa Clara 100%. I just think that's huge. But
they did also beat them in LA earlier this year.
They did beat them in a shocking game like week 3 or 4, whatever that was. And I definitely pounded the table saying the Rams were going to win that game.
Well, they also only have 1 loss at home.
Yeah, so they've only also played 3 games at home, which is kind of crazy at this point. That's pretty weird. But yeah, Stafford's playing incredible ball. Statistically, like, if he's ever going to win MVP, I mean, obviously it's toward the end of his career, but this is the best. This and then the year they won the Super Bowl were his best storyline, narrative-wise, to win an MVP.
And I think what hurt him that Super Bowl year was he threw 16 interceptions on the season. If he hit 16 by now, it's good. There's concern. He's 2 interceptions on the season. He
tied the lead for interceptions, but I believe he also tied the lead for, or maybe not tied the lead, but he had like 41 passing touchdowns, which I think he was 1 behind the league leader. So I think
the league leader had 45 that year. So he was a couple.
Either way, it wasn't like he had a bad year. He threw a lot of interceptions, but also Baker last year. Everybody talks about how good his year was. He threw the most interceptions in the league. So like, I don't view that as bad if you're also putting a shit ton of stats to go alongside it. But anyway, I'm gonna go with the Rams here. It's hard for me to pick against the Rams. Stafford's playing incredible. I could easily see the Niners winning this, but I will pick the Rams.
Yeah, definitely gonna have the multi-view up for these 2 games. Steelers at Chargers, Sunday Night Football. Mike Tomlin versus Jim Harbaugh. Chargers had a tough loss to their on their offensive line last week. Also didn't play very well against the Titans. I remember being surprised by that. I mean, they got out of there with the win, which is all you can really ask for, but man, that Titans team is really bad. I'm gonna go Chargers just because it's in LA.
I gotta try and extend my lead against Colin. I'm gonna go Steelers. Really have no rhyme or reason, honestly. They're just. I gotta try and gain my lead against Colin.
This game can absolutely go both ways.
No
Chargers at home coming off a win, but Pittsburgh coming to LA off a huge win against one of the better teams in football. It just really kind of makes you sit and wonder what's going to happen here. I like Pittsburgh after that big win. It wouldn't be surprising if they just dropped one. But Chargers, like, they just had a win. Wouldn't be surprising if they drop one. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh here in LA. I don't think the fans at the Charger Stadium make too much of a difference in that game. And I think Pittsburgh just kind of gets rolling here. I think they come. That's a huge win against Indianapolis. I think that they go. I know it's cross country, long trip, but I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Yeah, this is pretty tough. The big thing is Steelers fans always travel well. The Chargers seem to never have fucking fans. No matter where they play, no matter what's going on, they just do not have fans, which is crazy. But, I mean, the Steelers they travel well. I think the Steelers, they're kind of in a weird spot. They're kind of like the Panthers. You never really know what you're going to get week to week. I think they're better than the Panthers, and I think when they're playing the ball that they should be playing, they're one of the better teams in football. Like, I think they're a top 10-ish team. When they're playing on all cylinders, but they just don't all the time. I think the Chargers, honestly, after going 3-0 to start the year, they've been 3-3 since that start. I think that's kind of more the team they are. I'm not a real big fan of them this year, so I'm gonna go with the Steelers to get a big road win.
All right, Monday Night Football, Eagles at Packers. Talked about it a little bit earlier how big of a game this is.
I wonder who we're gonna
implications, huh?
I wonder who we're going to pick.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think there's really any question here. I think it'll be close. I don't think that the Eagles are going to like steamroll them or anything, but I think I would be shocked if the Eagles do not get a win this week in Lambeau.
Yep, I'm also going to pick the Eagles. The fact that they lost, the Packers lost to the Panthers last week, it's gonna carry over into this next week. I think they're gonna lose regardless, but they needed to win that game just because it was a gimme for them. So yeah, give me the Eagles.
Maybe it's good Donnie isn't here for this.
Oh,
because I am going with Green Bay.
You motherfucker!
Just hearing him off in the distance.
that was pretty funny. more or less, I think I'm going Green Bay just in case they do win. At least I have something to show for it because I'll be pretty pissed if they win. But this would be a Packers thing to do, to go out and lose to Carolina and then just come back and beat the Eagles. It just makes no sense what this team ever does. It's in Green Bay on a primetime game. That place gets loud. So I do think the Eagles will win probably, but I'm gonna go with the Packers here.
Sorry guys, I had to run off real quick.
Okay,
I have no.
We're just gonna jump cut right to trivia after.
Wow.
I have no biases in this game.
Oh, okay. You put the
Dude,
Kelsey
he even
jersey.
swapped out the jersey in the background.
Okay, I respect the jersey in the back. I respect the jersey.
I had no jersey in the back.
I respect the Jason Kelsey jersey.
Guys, I don't really have a bias in this game. I'm just hoping for a clean game. Both.
All right, then I'll write you down for Green Bay.
And I hope the Eagles beat the Packers by 150. Fly Eagles fly.
Fly Eagles fly. Hey, I didn't like it at first until I saw the Jason Kelsey jersey. We love Jason.
I was gonna say the Jason Kelsey jersey is pretty dope.
I wish I had it here with me. It's unfortunately at my parents' house just because I have a lot of jerseys and I don't think it'll fit in the closet. I do have a Kelly Green Jason Kelsey jersey.
Fire.
That is one of my most favorite jerseys that I own.
Nice.
All right, Dallas.
Speaking of jerseys, I might be in Battle Creek this weekend, so if I do, we should coordinate me picking up my Tom Kennedy jersey from you.
Yeah, Colin, I sold that for a hot dog, so
an uncooked hot dog at that.
Dallas, if you look at that camera and tell me I went 0-3, I genuinely might actually fucking lose my mind.
Another fantasy draft?
Yeah,
no, you definitely didn't. You definitely kicked my ass this week.
So
Dallas.
Last week, Colin and Marshall did another draft, and Marshall's looking for his first win.
I think Colin had Jonathan Taylor, who didn't.
Point.
Colin had Jonathan Taylor. I don't think he got a touchdown.
The difference between Colin and Marshall's score was 6.28 points.
Oh my gosh! And I lost again.
No,
Marshall
totally won.
Marshall, you had DeAndre Swift in your lineup.
Fuck!
Oh,
that sucks.
And you still won 93.7 to 87.42.
I still win.
I got shitty pulls.
So you had Patrick Mahomes 10.5.
He didn't even do good.
Oh
Colin
Kraft also fucked me over. Him getting hurt.
Colin had Jordan Love 9.02, so it was kind of a wash there.
You deserve it. Fuck you, Colin.
It was his last pick.
It was my last pick.
It was his last pick.
I don't care. I'd have picked the backup. I'd have taken the L on fucking the fantasy draft.
The two people that carried you, Marshall, you had Josh Jacobs for 18 points, JSN for 18 points, and Rashee Rice with 16.6 points. You also did have Trey McBride for 14. So you scraped by because Colin had Jonathan Taylor, who did not score a touchdown, so he had 6.7 points.
Yeah, that was really the difference right there. If Jonathan Taylor had found the end zone.
That and the fact that he had Calvin Ridley for 2.3 points didn't help either. Because he did have Ashton Genty for 17.4 and the right tight end for the Steelers, Pat Freiermuth, for 10.2.
Yeah.
So it was way close. I was adding it up. I said, "Whoa,
this podcast is a dub." I won. It's a dub.
Are we gonna do a 3-way fantasy team? Or fantasy?
I don't even think I could possibly do that. I really don't. However, I got two things, both real quick. I wanted to give my top 5 MVPs right now, and I want you guys to react.
All right.
So,
Bryce Young in here, I don't want to listen to it, bro.
He ain't.
Okay.
Is Rico Dowd?
Spencer Rattler?
Okay, yes.
Not a chance.
We're back.
On the bench, still a top 5 MVP candidate.
So this is my top 5 current MVP race competitors right now. I think it's
in order.
In order.
Okay.
At number 5, I have Drake May.
Wrong.
He's got 2,285 yards, 17 touchdowns. How we feel? Drake May top 5?
I agree.
Right now,
he should be higher.
He should be higher. Okay.
I think he's perfect.
Probably be number 2 or number 3, depending on how you feel about a couple of certain guys.
So I have Drake May at 5. He's got 2,200 yards, 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, but leads the league in completion percentage at 74.1%. And of course, they are number 1 in the NFC or the AFC East.
I also don't believe he throws the ball that much compared to a lot of other guys. So that helps his completion percentage, but also makes the numbers more impressive.
And like, look who he's throwing it to. Like,
yeah, right.
A fucking Stephon Diggs in a wheelchair and fucking
in a wheelchair. He's 30 years old.
Hey, old motherfucker.
At number 4, I have Josh Allen. Josh Allen, of course, is not winning his division right now, but he did get this dub against Kansas City, which I think was pretty impressive. He's got 1,800 passing yards, 13 passing touchdowns to 4 interceptions, but he's also got 7 rushing touchdowns as well. I think he's having a pretty solid season. Right now, that AFC East is kind of a toss-up between the Patriots and Bills. I think it's going to come down to. So I feel like those two are interchangeable, realistically.
I'll agree.
At number 3, I have someone I don't think has gotten MVP talks all year. I have Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has 1,600 passing yards, 15 touchdowns to 1 interception, and 5 rushing touchdowns.
For 1 pick?
That's insane.
Him and Stafford. Stafford has the second best touchdown to interception ratio. Jalen Hurts has the best because he's only thrown 1 interception. So I have him at top 3. And like I said, I don't think nobody's talking about it.
I agree. I guess I keep forgetting how actually they've come back.
The fact that nobody is talking about it is what hurts him right now, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's one reason and one reason only this man will not win MVP this year or probably ever. The fucking media. Because Jalen Hurts, like, he finished second MVP voting a couple years ago when they went to the Super Bowl the first time.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
Especially with AJ Brown, all this shit before, like, in criticizing the Eagles pass game. It's so annoying as a person who loves Jalen Hurts. Like, every time they ask him to throw the ball, he does it great. Like, he's not bad throwing the ball. They just don't ask him to do it, and then everybody gets mad at Jalen Hurts because he's not throwing the ball. It's like, it makes no sense narrative-wise. So, yeah, I don't think Jalen is going to get it, but, like, in theory, there's no reason he shouldn't be a candidate.
At number 2, I have Jonathan Taylor, running back for the Colts, number 1 seed right now in the AFC. 900 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns on 5.7 yards per carry. He is clearly the best running back in the NFL right now. And I know we were talking about why Saquon didn't win or didn't have a chance. I think Jonathan Taylor has a chance because of the touchdown numbers. I think he could easily get to 20 touchdowns this year. And if he gets close to 1,800 rushing yards, I think he's got a really good chance. I don't think he'll get it, unfortunately, just because it's a quarterback award. So realistically, I don't think he's got a chance. But he's definitely got Offensive Player of the Year on lock unless JSN goes for 2,000, which he's on pace for, by the way.
I'll agree with this one. I'll agree.
And then right now at number 1, I do have Matthew Stafford. He's got 21 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, 2,100 yards. I think the only thing that's going to hurt him is the fact that right now he may or may not win the division because it's a toss-up. And then on top of that, I just don't think they're just going to give it to him, in all honesty. I think they're going to give it to either Mahomes or Josh Allen. And that's going to be very unfortunate.
Chiefs came back well, but the fact Mahomes is actually in the talks and almost the dead set favorite, and it's kind of fucking disrespectful.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Stafford
it's a media
plus 500.
It's a media thing.
Yeah, it's a media thing. Stafford's playing, like I said earlier, the best he's ever played, in my opinion. And I don't think he's going to win it, unfortunately. But obviously, if he keeps up this pace, he's looking at 4,000 yards. He's looking at that the one Lamar season where he had 40 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, 4,000 passing yards. Like, it's looking really good for him, at least statistically. Now we just gotta hope the narrative.
They got some easier opponents come up. Hopefully, hopefully he just doesn't have any bad games. He almost had. If it wasn't for the drop that tight end had, he almost had back-to-back 5 touchdown passing games, which is unreal. But he literally, the tight end, he was they were on the 1-yard line. The tight end dropped it for the 5th touchdown. So that'd have been wild, but I agree.
There are, I kind of agree. Like, I think unless your name is Mahomes or Allen or Lamar, like, it's not you winning the MVP award. It's you fucking ripping the MVP award out of the media's hands. Because, like, if you aren't one of those guys, it's so hard to win it.
Yeah.
Just like
I think you've got to have a season that literally stands out in history. And I think Stafford could do something like that.
If you are going to win MVP, I think obviously you should be one of those top guys like Lamar, Allen, Mahomes. If you're not one of those top guys, like, you obviously have to put up crazy stats. Well, a big thing for winning MVP that I don't think enough people talk about is the schedule's got to break right. Not in that you're playing bad teams to put up good numbers. It's that the media and the people have to see you play. And Stafford has a big advantage on that going down the road. So they play at 4:30 or 4 o'clock the next 2 weeks. Then they have Sunday Night Football against the Bucs. That's a big time matchup. A defense that can get got. That's huge. Then he plays the Panthers after that, a badder defense. Cardinals after that, bad defense. Those hold on. Those are both 4 o'clock games or 1 o'clock afternoon games. One's of them 1 o'clock, the other one's 4:30. So games that
they're gonna move that Panthers Rams game to Sunday.
So he's gonna put up big stats in games that people aren't gonna see, and then Lions Rams. Me and Marshall personally are talking. We're hoping that one gets moved to Sunday Night Football because Sunday Night Football that week I believe is Vikings Cowboys, which could be a bad game, could get flexed realistically that late in the year. So that one people are gonna see. After that, back-to-back primetime games against the Rams on Thursday night, and then the following week against the Falcons on Monday night, and then obviously week 17 or week 18 TBD that game. It's against Cardinals, so probably not going to be prime time. But when you have 2 prime time games in the last 3 weeks of the season, say he goes out there and it's close with him or with him against Baker or Josh or whoever the fuck it is, and he has 2 3+ touchdown games, that could really like seal it for him in the eyes of the people in those primetime spots. So I'm hoping for it. I think if Stafford wins an MVP, he's a no doubt lock for the Hall of Fame. Oh, so sure. I'm personally like, I'm really hoping for it. And if he keeps playing this way, there's no reason he's not.
I mean, in my opinion, I think he's a lock for the Hall of Fame anyway. First ballot, I think so, but I think it's going to be close. Honestly, with the year he's having, I even think if he's just an All-Pro, I think he's got it on lock. I really do. I mean, it's just another year, another playoffs, another 40 touchdowns, 4,000 yards. I don't think you can't keep him out of the Hall of Fame. Him and Joe Flacco are going to be walking the line together.
If he misses out on the MVP and an All-Pro, then the fix is in at that point. Like
all pros don't matter though.
I don't. I mean, he could win an All-Pro, and I'm going to be like, that's awesome, but I want him to win MVP. I care more about the MVP.
I mean, obviously the MVP carries more weight, but
I'm just saying.
He better get it. He's got to get it now while Bryce Young is hurt.
If he misses out on it this year and also doesn't get an All-Pro, then I think there might be like an actual bias against Matthew Stafford at that point.
Which there should be in theory, because like I know he's not like a household name, but he's a quarterback for the LA Rams, one of the biggest, the most popular team in one of the biggest markets. Like
second, probably.
He should be. Yes, I'm.
Get it now while Bryce Young is injured,
If Stafford wins MVP, dude.
Marshall, no one acknowledged you the first time you said that.
I'm gonna be
Bryce Young
podcast. You're gonna open the first words out of your mouth are gonna be, do you guys remember when Matthew Stafford won the MVP?
And I'm gonna say, you remember when that wasn't for the Lions?
No, I'm gonna tell you this right now though, because whenever we talk about like, not us, but like in the media, like you see the question like, is Cam Newton a Hall of Famer? Is Matt Ryan a Hall of Famer? My first thought is always no, but then I think to myself like, is it enough if you win an MVP at any point? Like, there's only 50 or wait, how many years has the NFL been a thing? It's been over 100 years.
70.
They've only given out the MVP for a select amount of those whatever years it's been. Like
Matt Ryan is for
MVP didn't exist for a while. So what I'm saying is like,
and then there's also only been 50 some Super Bowls, so like that's why like the ring debate, and Tom Brady won fucking 8 of those. So
there's only there's only been 80 people to win an MVP, and like
49 by the way. There's only been 49 people to win an MVP.
Bryce Young's probably the next 8.
Yep, I just looked it up.
So this is the thing, like if you're one of 50, it's going to be the 50th this year. We know running backs won a lot of them. There's probably only 35.
Stafford winning the 50th MVP. Ooh.
If there's only 35 quarterbacks to win an MVP, is it enough to just win an MVP to get you in the Hall of Fame? And like I think that's realistic because like it's such a limited group of people. So like if Stafford gets the MVP with the Super Bowl, And the way he's playing this year, like I know I was kind of worried about retirement after this year with all the injury stuff. This motherfucker looks like he play 3 more years easy. He probably won't.
He probably won't just because Bryce Young's not going to come up.
Okay. He looks like he can play well for at least another 2 years, another year after this year. You know what I mean? Especially with the Devontae.
I think if he wins an MVP and manages to make it all the way back to the Super Bowl again and wins, he probably goes out. I think he wins.
I'm not gonna lie. If he wins the MVP and then the Super Bowl, I don't know if you.
That's only happened like what, twice? Once?
I don't think you can walk away from that. Like that's literally leaving the game.
I don't even know if that has happened.
I mean, it's only downhill from there. It is only downhill from that.
Yeah. I think.
Who has done?
I think you're halfway right. If they made it to the Super Bowl and they won the Super Bowl and he didn't win MVP, I would say yes. Like he's probably going to retire off the win in the Super Bowl. But if you win the MVP, like you're playing that well, and then you win
then he hands the reins off to Bryce Young.
It would be It would be so hard, like the peak of your power, to walk away. Given
hey, look at Aaron Rodgers.
He should have walked away.
So, what did you guys think of my top 5?
I think it's solid.
Yeah.
Anybody that I missed that you think?
Just one guy.
Shut up, Marshall. Shut up.
Me personally, I know this is gonna come off on some hater shit.
Shut up.
I don't believe in the Bills. I don't know why Josh Allen is not like he's like one of the favorites for MVP right now. And I get it because of the name, but like why?
I think it's because he's the reigning one. Like he would have to be having like a really shitty year in order to not at least be in the conversation.
So
yeah, and he's having a down year, and he's got 1,800 passing yards and 20 total touchdowns. Like that's a down year for him,
right?
Like I said, I get it.
That's the other thing. Is last year
you have another
so
trivia
good
for us,
that like nothing is going to feel.
All right, well, let's roll into this other trivia. We have been recording for almost 2 hours.
Is I would switch out. I would put Mahomes in somewhere. I would take off Allen, and then Hurts should be there, but he realistically isn't going to be there. So I would put in. I would make like 5 Baker, 4 Mahomes, 3
Bryce
Drake
Young.
May, 3 Drake May, 2 Jonathan Taylor, 1
Bryce Young.
How I would do it personally.
I just can't.
All right, what's your trivia?
So, I have the top 10 selling NFL jerseys from the year 2015, 10 years ago. You guys have to guess which jerseys were the top 10 most sold in 2015.
One of them's got to be Brady.
This is Colin, calm down. Gosh, you didn't say go.
Random thing you could have ever done.
It's been 10 years. It was a 10-year post, so like.
Yes,
it was like a throwback 10 years ago. I
think
saw.
This is easy.
I mean, half of it's going to be easy for sure.
So, Colin, go ahead, start us off. Who you got?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, number 1. That is correct.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham Jr. Good pull. Number 4.
10 years, 2015. I'm trying to think of like the obvious guys.
For a guy that said this is going to be easy.
Man.
Is Peyton on here?
Peyton Manning,
Peyton
number
who?
7.
Okay. 2015 was the year that Panthers went to the Super Bowl, right?
You tell me.
Bryce Young season, man. Let's fucking go.
I'm gonna say Cam Newton probably snuck into the top 10.
Cam Newton at number 8.
Oh, I was gonna say he's on top 2.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck at number 6.
Trying to think of like good Cowboys in this time period.
I feel like Romo's not a bad bet.
No, I think Zeke and Dak, that was 2016 was their rookie year.
Yeah, Zeke and Dak was 2016.
Go Drake Bell. See what happens.
From Drake and Josh? Drake Bell.
I said Drake Bell.
I'm done. This person realistically has to be up there. This is the peak of him being a fucking asshole and winning MVPs he shouldn't have won. Give me Aaron Rodgers.
Damn.
No Aaron Rodgers.
No Aaron Rodgers.
Serious?
Deadass. No Aaron Rodgers.
Fucking serious.
Ow!
That's crazy.
You won MVPs a year before this.
No
I mean, despite the fact that they're everywhere, Green Bay is technically a small market team.
I get that, but everybody fucking loves the Packers for some stupid fucking reason. Little Wayne is a fan.
That's true. How many do we have left?
Jeez, we just started.
we got 5 down.
Okay, so we got
five to go.
The problem is I've been thinking about answers. I haven't been listening to everybody who's been said, so I might repeat a couple.
Oh, God.
Colin, you haven't even said your boy.
My boy?
Yeah.
He's not on here.
Are you talking about Kirk?
No, Drew Brees, man.
Oh, Drew Brees. Drew Brees isn't on here. Drew Brees is not on there anyway.
Your boy.
You're talking about Kirk?
I figured you were going the MSU route.
No, only you go the MSU route.
You're the only person who thinks that MSU this much, Colin.
What about Antonio Brown?
Wow, what a pull. Antonio Brown at 9.
I'm gonna go with another Panthers.
I almost
player.
went Le'Veon Bell, and I was like,
give me Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly at number 3.
What in the fuck was happening in 2015? I love Luke Kuechly. Top 3 in jersey sales.
You were probably most of those sales.
God, I love Luke Kuechly, dude. Fucking Lord. Man.
So right now, Donnie, we're missing number 2, number 5, and number 10.
Number 2. Number 2?
2015. I'm trying to think of like major market teams. The Cowboys had nobody worth a fuck on that team. The only... I mean, this is 2015, so he's still in the league. I'm just kind of worried.
Well, Brock Osweiler.
No, I really don't want to guess this guy.
Oh, I got a good one.
I have a good one, but I don't think it's going to be on here.
What's your good one?
I'm going to say because it's my guess. I'm going to rip it. I don't think he's going to be on here. Is Calvin Johnson up there?
Calvin Johnson is not in the top 10.
There's probably not a lion on there, but...
I mean, Calvin.
I feel like maybe he might sneak in there, although I don't know that many people that own Arizona Cardinal jerseys outside of Arizona. What about Larry Fitzgerald at number 10?
Nope, no Fitz.
Damn.
2, 5, and 10.
What about Big Ben?
No Big Ben.
So I believe I'm a year off on this. But I believe this team also did make the Super Bowl a year before this. I really don't think so. I know the following year, like the year I'm thinking of, this guy's going to be up there in jersey sales. But is Colin Kaepernick on this list anywhere?
No, he is not. No, Colin Kaepernick.
That was almost sneaky.
Almost.
Well, the Super Bowl was, I think, in 2014. And then everything...
Well, that Super Bowl was in 2012.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a 2012.
I was going to say, that was a couple years before that.
Yeah, and then I believe everything, the whole political thing started in 2016, 2017.
Yeah, it was the year after that all of the bullshit started with the taking a kneel. I
can struggle with this.
I don't know. This might be another one to sneak in there, but what about JJ Watt?
No JJ Watt.
That's shocking too. Sales are kind of weird.
Donnie gave me a good idea of like the Super Bowls before this year. This is when the Seahawks were hot. Like this was the year after the Seahawks were really, really hot. I'm gonna go Russ Wilson.
Russell Wilson at 10.
Ooh.
See, I thought Russ this entire time, but I was like, Russ has never been.
Who the fuck is number 2? What the hell are we missing?
Yeah,
2 and 5.
I'm shocked it's not Rodgers.
I bet you 2 is somebody that we would never fucking guess.
2 and 5.
Fuck went to the Super Bowl in 2015. No, this guy can't be.
That was Broncos Panthers.
Might be, Donnie. You never know.
No,
it's not Von Miller, man.
I'm off on my year. I'm a year early. Well, this isn't a guess because this guy wasn't even in the league, but I was thinking this time period, I was like like a young quarterback in a big market. I was like, this could be a sneaky Carson Wentz, but yeah, I believe 2016 was his rookie year.
Yeah,
that was his rookie year.
Man,
good try.
I'll give you guys a hint. Stick to the Super Bowls for at least one of these players.
2015 was Panthers, Broncos.
I thought that was 2016.
It was the 2015 season. That's kind of where I'm going off of.
Well, I already said Peyton, so. Not him. There's no way. What numbers do we have? We have number 2 and what?
2 and 5.
2 and 5. Fuck.
There's no way this guy's top 5, but he's the only other fucking Bronco on that team that was worth the shit. Give me Von Miller.
No Von Miller.
Like, there's no way.
The 2015 season, the Super Bowl was the Panthers Broncos.
I have one, but there's no way this guy's in the top 5.
The year before that was Seahawks Patriots.
Well, I had a guess too, but once he said that we had 2 and 5 left, I was like, it's definitely not him.
I have 2 guys in mind, and there's no way it's this position that has.
What about Marshawn Lynch?
Not Marshawn Lynch.
Damn.
I like the guess.
Not bad. I can't believe Russell Wilson was in the top 10, but not
Man.
What the fuck were we doing in 2015?
Quarterbacks in general sell more jerseys.
I guess, but dude, Russell Wilson, like, come on.
I mean, at that point, he was.
Marshawn Lynch was already damn near a Hall of Fame level running back.
Is he a Hall of Fame running back?
I've said near. He'll never make it, but he's close.
Is he?
He's in the Hall of Very Good.
I don't think that's
Just
close.
I know it's the year after this, but I don't even know. I'm not even gonna guess it. Fuck that. I just gave up. I was gonna guess. This isn't my guess. I was gonna guess Matt Ryan, but they made the Super Bowl the year after this. Fuck. Eli Manning?
No Eli Manning.
Not a very popular guy.
There's no way.
Oh, I got a good guess. Fuck.
This man Marshall will say a dog shit guess. 2 seconds later,
I got
a fire guess.
And then
I was
take
just-
30 seconds once it's his turn.
I was just trying to go through Super Bowls and like kind of go off of that. What you
You
said.
said Super Bowl, but there's only 2 motherfuckers I can think of that was in the Super Bowl around this time, and neither of them have a top 5 jersey.
I think this guy
Marshall got one of the guys, or
I think this guy is probably on here. Number 2 though seems crazy.
I'm gonna
Number
call. It's crazy. It's crazy, but we gotta think. He was a young quarterback at the time. I'm gonna go with Jameis Winston.
Actually,
Jameis Winston.
that's not as bad as a guess I thought you were gonna say.
That could have been.
I mean, he was the number 1 overall pick. I figured.
Actually, that wasn't.
I'm gonna guess one more Seahawk, and then I've exhausted my Seahawks. That I think it could be Richard Sherman.
Not Richard
Because
Sherman.
that would have been right after the Crabtree rant.
It's interesting.
That was a
you
couple
guys are
years.
so heavy on the Seahawks, and they lost that Super Bowl.
But this is their peak. Like, this is the best.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay.
era.
So going to the who won in the year, it was the 2014 season, but it was the year 2015.
Yeah, that was
the Patriots won that
fresh
Super
off that
Bowl.
loss.
Is Gronk on this list?
Gronk is number 5.
Okay.
Oh man,
Who the fuck's number 2?
if Gronk's number 5, I have no idea who
You guys
number
are
2 could be because
you
I
guys
forgot
are so
Gronk
set
is-
on
No one really did guess Drew Brees.
Hey,
No one guessed Drew
Donnie,
Brees.
leave it for me, please.
Man,
I'm tapped out. I don't know what else to guess.
I'll tell you right now, I don't think you guys get this guy ever.
that makes me guess this person. I said from the beginning, there's no fucking way, because I didn't think it was gonna be Richard Sherman, because I think there's no way it's a DB. This guy was good at this time, popular. Don't think he was selling jerseys though. I'm gonna go with Josh Norman.
Not Josh Norman.
I didn't think so, but you
I
said
looked
never.
it up. What is this? What?
Colin, do you got a guess, or you want Marshall to reveal it?
What?
I'm gonna
No,
say
I-
Drew
I-
Brees just to check it off the box.
Not Drew Brees.
All right.
Hold on. I can pull this.
Give Donnie one more
Marshall's
guess, and then if Donnie doesn't get it, then Marshall can tell us. This was good. This was a tough one.
What in the world are we doing?
Hey, this team
That's
is
a
ride or
crazy
die.
response.
What?
This is a crazy response. Like, it can't be that shocking of a pick.
What the fuck? This team. Oh, gosh.
Donnie, you got a final guess? You got a final guess before Marshall reveals it?
He's not gonna guess it.
Is it Blake Bortles?
No.
No.
This team in the 2015 season went 3-13. The next year they proceeded to go 0-16. It is cornerback Joe Hayden is the
Of the
number
Cleveland
2
Browns.
The number 2 selling jersey in 2015 was Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden was great. He was great, but
Joe Hayden was a dog.
He was a dog, but the second most selling jersey. Browns fans had nothing to look forward to, so they said Joe Hayden jerseys off the rip.
Joe Hayden was coming off of a back-to-back Pro Bowl season. One of those was an All-Pro season.
The Browns said, this is the best player we've ever had, bro. We got to get 700 jerseys. Jesus.
That's actually crazy.
And the fact that they've had 25 different quarterbacks, it's like you can't buy one jersey.
Bro, I was not expecting, like, Joe Hayden is a dog, don't get me wrong, but like that is not what I was expecting.
I never in a million years would have guessed any of the Cleveland Browns.
To be fair to Browns fans, especially during this time period,
ride or die.
They were ride or die.
No, if I was going to guess any Cleveland Brown from that era, it would have been like Joe Thomas.
This was towards the end of his career, though. So, like, if you owned a Joe Thomas, you weren't rushing to buy one at this point.
Oh my gosh.
No, what's crazy is, like, not only this, like, that's obviously insane being the second jersey sales. This is also a couple years after they got Peyton Hillis on the cover of Madden based on a fan vote. Like, these Browns fans are fucking crazy.
I think they just didn't have any good players, and they just said,
at that point.
I think Browns fans just walked into a shop and they said, we don't have any good players, but I know that guy. He's pretty good. So we're going to, honestly, like, I felt like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Darius Slay and Matt Stafford aren't too far behind.
Peyton Hillis wasn't, oh, wait, that's the wrong Peyton Hillis. What?
That's the wrong Peyton Hillis?
Are there? Wait, no, that is, Peyton Hillis wasn't even in the league in 2015.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, him being on the cover of Madden kind of destroyed his career because he wanted a huge contract.
Yeah.
They told him to go fuck himself. He went to the Broncos for a year or two, and then, he was out of the league. Like that.
He really did, wasn't he?
He literally, Cleveland in 2011, Chiefs in 2012, Giants 13-14, retired.
I'm going to have to give me a Joe Hayden jersey.
The thing with Peyton Hillis on that,
they got to be everywhere on Macari.
They quit taking they quit doing 100% fan base voting for Madden after that because
I would too.
The Browns fans just ruined an entire year.
Yeah, he was a Chief for a year, and then he was a Buccaneer for part of the next
Joe
year,
Hayden jersey
and then finished his career as a Giant.
He wasn't even number 23 on the Browns.
The thing
that was Joe Hayden. I thought you were getting a Peyton Hillis jersey.
No, Joe Hayden.
The thing with him on the Browns too is he had like a good year. I think he only had like 1,000 yards, and he still won the Madden cover.
He had 1,200 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns.
That's like a good year. That's not a Madden cover year.
I just checked my Macari cart. I haven't done a Macari in months. I have a Sam Bradford Rams jersey in my cart.
Why?
Let's wrap it up.
12 bucks, man. Dude, you know how many jerseys I got? That is, you guys say that like that's crazy. I have a Jamarcus Russell Raiders jersey. Like,
yeah, why do you have that too? Like,
because I collect jerseys. That's what I do.
The worst part is you put some duct tape on the back and put Genty, and it's good. Like,
no, Marshall, I collect jerseys. You collect trash that are in the shape of jerseys.
Oh, excuse me. My jersey collection is top tier.
So this is the guy with 8 Matthew Stafford jerseys.
Yeah, exactly. My jersey collection is
a high school jersey.
My jersey collection is
top irrelevant.
I got some fire jerseys. Thank you guys for watching.
It's for every good jersey he has 3 bad ones.
No. Does. Thank you guys for watching this episode of this podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you guys next week. Peace.